We have Brother Matthew, we have Sister Katie, who's producing the show with such style and panache. Sitting in judgment on today's confession, which comes from Stevie Steve. Thank you, Stevie Steve. Simon in the generous confessional, I hope. My confession concerns my involvement in a Bruce Springsteen concert in the mid-1980s. I can't remember the exact date. Things are a little bit fuzzy from back then.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bruce was playing at the very new and shiny BC Place Stadium in Vancouver, British Columbia, home of the BC Lions of the Canadian Football League and Vancouver Whitecaps, which you probably knew.
Yeah.
Also, my brother, he had a part-time job, you see, at the city's top limo company. He asked me if I would like backstage tickets to the concert. This didn't surprise me, as he often got all-access passes because his firm was usually driving the various celebrities and stars. I had a great evening backstage watching all of the workings of a mega concert, including meeting various members of the band as they refreshed themselves backstage between numbers. There was that guitarist with the bandana and the others as well.
Right.
Pinpoint description of...
your man with the bandana.
That's right, the Street Band. After numerous encores, it was time to leave, and I sauntered over to the white stretch Cadillac with blacked-out windows we had arrived in, which was conveniently parked inside the stadium. After various... hang on a second. Oh, yes, there you go. My brother turned up and said, right, now we have to earn our fee for this evening. I was a little bit surprised. I said, what do you mean? My brother proceeded to explain to me that we were going to be the decoy car after the concert. The shutters at the back of the stadium were to be raised and we were to race out pretending to be the boss. Meantime, the real boss was in a nondescript van exiting near the catering section. Style.
Glamorous.
Very interesting.
There's an humble title. Yeah.
My brother said, whatever you do, don't open the window. The shutters went up to reveal hundreds of screaming fans surrounding the limo, banging on the roof, the doors, the bonnet. Bruce, they were shouting, Bruce, yeah, man, hey, Bruce. Anyway, I have to say, Father Simon, someone did something with a certain part of their upper body against the window, which I can still remember now.
Yeah, okay.
Bruce!
Yeah.
We managed to break free, and a short time later found ourselves rather hungry. Disgracefully, the stretch had no food or refreshments. Luxury seating, yes. Carpet, yes. Fridge, yes. But anything in it? No. No nuts, no beer, no crisps, nothing. So we kept driving, and we came across the drive-through at well past midnight. And it's here that we did something which has caused me to ask for your forgiveness. As we snaked our way in our stretch limo, rather obviously, to the window of the drive-through, the young girl serving said casually, Hey, hey.
Oh, here we go, Canadian accent, everyone. Yeah.
No. She was actually... Well, I know we're in Canada, but she's actually in Texas. She's from Texas.
Oh, she's from
Okay,
Texas.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, who you got in the bag, buddy?
Buddy.
Without missing a beat, my brother said, oh, it's just Bruce. Whereupon the young girl promptly screamed and actually fainted.
Oh.
She keeled over right there and then, crashed to the floor, and she had to be helped up by her fellow workers. We didn't leave, I'll have you know, until 1, we knew she was okay. 2, we had our burgers.
Priorities.
We had our priorities.
Yeah.
But obviously I do need to ask forgiveness from the poor girl who to this day has probably told the story many times about how she served the boss burgers after his sellout evening in Vancouver, when in fact it was a 20-year-old Muppet hiding behind the blacked out window, and that was me. And that is Stevie Steve, who's probably dined out on this tale just a little bit as well, I suspect.
Yeah.
Let's see what we make of that. First of all, the voice of responsibility is Sister Katie's.
You know what? I'm in a forgiving mood, Steve. I am. And I think that you helped out Bruce. You made her, I was going to say day, probably her life.
Probably.
Nobody got hurt. And I just really hope that she doesn't hear this and that she continues to tell that tale of the time that she served Bruce. So I'm going to forgive you.
What if when she keeled over, she cut her lip and it's permanently scarred?
Well, they said that she was okay. So I'm going off the back of the fact that she was okay and they had their burgers. I forgive.
She might have lost a tooth.
Yeah. What if she was impaled on the fryer? Yeah, we don't know, do we?
Anyway, brother from another gutter.
She didn't actually serve. I mean, she didn't serve anyone at all, did she? She keeled over. So I think that's all fine. I mean, your thoughts have to be with Bruce, who has to leave his concerts in the back of a van.
A shabby old thing.
Shabby old van for Bruce. So yes, I'm definitely going to forgive just because of the shabby old van for the boss. Why not?
Okay, so it's the